mobility players. Daniel Bland, your correspondent from the Americas for Fleet Mobility Today, or FMT. And you know what? Lately, there's been a lot of news about Donald Trump winning the presidential election and his new friend Elon Musk. So the president-elect, he's considering the deregulation of the autonomous vehicle market. So that should spur some activity in that industry. And also, the so-called Trump trade, which is impacting stocks such as, the day after he was elected, Tesla increased 14%. But you know what? Today, I don't want to talk about this. Let's have a little class about the Americas and the key players supplying vehicles in the region. So initially known as India Nova, the Americas, or the New World, is a very large region of our planet. So composed of North America and South America, including islands in the Caribbean, as well as Central America, which is actually a sub-region of North America. The entire region has a land mass of more than 42 million square kilometers. So that's 16 million square miles. It is home to more than 1 billion people, and the main languages spoken are English, Spanish, and Portuguese, along with French and a few others. In terms of vehicles, there are more than 500 million passenger cars and light commercial vehicles spread throughout the regions, led by the United States with nearly 300 million, Brazil with more than 70 million, and Mexico with approximately 40 million. The focus of today's newsletter is to point out which companies are providing vehicles in the region. Let's start with automakers, so OEMs. So leading sales in 2023 was General Motors, Toyota, Ford, Stellantis, and Honda. Others to include are Tesla, Nissan, Renault, Volkswagen, Hyundai, and BMW. So when considering the top 5 best-selling brands in the 5 largest countries, General Motors, mainly Chevrolet, led with 3.19 million new registrations in 2023. Toyota had approximately 2.8 million, Ford 2.21 million, Stellantis, mainly Fiat, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram, had at least 2.1 million, and then Honda had approximately 1.42 million. Now let's take a look at the fleet and management companies in the region. First, let's mention 2 very large corporate alliances in the region, and that would be Element Arval to start. Element, it's Element Fleet Management from Canada. It covers the United States and Mexico for the alliance, and then Arval from France covers South America, mainly in Brazil, because Brazil is the largest market there. There is a third alliance partner, which is RDA Mobility. So RDA Mobility is a local company from Argentina. The other alliance in the region is Wheels Avins. So Wheels Inc. from the United States covers the United States and Puerto Rico. And then Avis, also from France, covers Mexico and South America. So Brazil, of course, is the largest market there. It also has an alliance partner in Argentina, which is local company AutoCorp. And Aren Leasing is another alliance member from Guatemala, and it covers the countries in Central America. Other key players to mention in the region from the United States are Holman, Enterprise Fleet, and Merchants Fleet. From Canada, Jim Pattison Lease, Brazil, Localiza, Movida, and Unidas, and then Mexico, Tip Mexico, Casanova Rent, and Ariza. The last one, Ariza, is a joint venture between Holman and local firm Cooperación Zapata. Now let's take a look at the largest players by country. So the main players in the largest markets include, for the United States, Holman, Element Fleet Management, Enterprise Fleet, and Wheels Inc. In Brazil, the leading player is Localiza, who also leads throughout Latin America in terms of fleet size. In Mexico, it's Element Fleet Management. So that wraps it up for this edition. Remember, so if you are not yet a Fleet Mobility Today insider, please subscribe to receive future editions of our newsletter, and also share this in social networks if you feel that someone in your network can benefit from this insight. So your support, of course, is very important and is very much appreciated. And speaking of support, thanks to all of our corporate collaborators for helping us bring insight to the fleet mobility market. You can see their logos below. So I guess that's about it. Thank you, gracias, and obrigado. And for those of you from the United States, happy Thanksgiving. It's coming, it's just around the corner. And until next time, Daniel Bland, Fleet Mobility Today. Bye-bye.